Sup guys, Zico here. I just want to give my thoughts on the debate that's been happening about the LFG add-on in Classic World of Warcraft. Now, should this add-on be in the game? Should it not be in the game? I understand there's two sides of the story here, and I can kind of see where both sides are coming from. On one hand, you got the people who feel like, hey, I don't want to spend a lot of time grouping up, looking for people to play with. I don't want to spend a lot of time replacing people who are bad or who left because they had to go or whatever in the middle of a dungeon. I just want to, spend my time actually playing the dungeon or whatever it might be. I get that, but I also get those people who feel like, hey, this removes a lot of the social aspect of the game. I mean, if you look at retail WoW, you just go to, a world quest, there's a green circle, you click on it, all of a sudden you get invited to a different layer or shard or whatever, and, you kill the mob, you didn't say a word to each other, and you left the group, and then you went on to the next one, right? I feel like I gotta agree with those people. I don't want this in Classic WoW because it does remove a lot of the social aspect. In my opinion, the thing that makes Classic WoW such a great game is, oh, let's go and do this dungeon. Oh, this guy left. Oh, now I have to go back to Orgrimmar and spam trade chat. Oh, on the way there, I found, these super rare items that I was looking for, these super rare, like herbs or this mining nodes or this rare mob or whatever. And when I was killing it, all of a sudden, three Alliance guys showed up and now I have to fight them for it. And, now I have to get my friends. And then, an hour later, oh shit, what was I doing again? And then eventually you get your tank and you continue with what you were doing. I feel like Classic WoW is an unpredictable adventure, and that is why I love this game, why it's such a great game. Now, this is what I don't understand, okay? People who are saying things like, oh, you're a streamer, and especially the other people who are streamers, who say things like, you want an authentic vanilla experience. Well, did you try not streaming? And it's like, dude, I know I'm not going to have an authentic vanilla experience. But that doesn't change the fact that this add-on will affect me. This add-on, I mean, right now, think about it. Back in the day, you had to open, a folder. You had to manually download a file from dodgy-ass websites. And you had to drag it into the folder and extract it there. And you had to know what add-ons was, what add-ons do. And, there was a limited capacity in which you could even code these add-ons. Nowadays, download the Twitch app. Oh, you just click on Classic WoW. Browse whatever your heart desires, it's there. You just click, you can auto update them. I mean, it's so easy now to get add-ons. So it's not unreasonable to think that even as a streamer, this is going to affect me, because all of a sudden, if 50% of people are using this add-on and I'm not, I'm playing with a handicap. And that's also 50% of people that I'm not going to interact with. So arguments like, don't use it, they're just super dumb. And arguments who are like, oh, well, you're a streamer. You can just fill up your group, with one of your thousands of viewers and, you're not going to have any problems. So it's really classless of you to say that you don't want this in the game. It's like, well, shit, dude. I wasn't just born, on the red carpet, with my sunshades on, just sipping on my, skinny martini, chilling, and there's hot girls in bikinis just throwing their loot at me and all their gold and all their mats. That's not what happened, okay? I know what I'm talking about. I've been playing this game longer and more than most, so I definitely know the struggles of going through a group. I think it's such a ridiculous thing these days where it's like, oh yeah, those streamers up in Beverly Hills, they don't know what it's like for the average Joe to make a group and get their hands dirty in Durotar and in Orgrimmar using /yell and trade chat. No, we know exactly what we're talking about. We play the game off stream. We play the game with our friends. We don't only play the game with our viewers, and we don't only play the game as streamers. I mean, I think it's just such a ridiculous thing to say, and it's been an ongoing thing in a lot of conversations where it just gotten to the point where it feels like it's a streamer versus a viewer thing, and in some cases, it's like streamer versus streamer thing as well. It does my head in. I mean, even when we were picking servers, oh, what servers are the streamers rolling on so we can avoid them? Oh, I don't want to play on the same server as the streamers. I don't want to compete with this guy and all of his fanboys. Oh, I don't want to be on this. Like, just let people play the game. It's, the whole streamer thing, I mean, that's kind of an anecdote, but I just feel like that has definitely gotten out of hand. Now, back to the LFG thing, I feel like saying things like, just don't use it. I mean, that's just a dumb statement. You're a streamer. that's also just a dumb argument. I think the best argument I've heard so far for why it should be in the game is, well, it's impossible to have an authentic vanilla experience, the same way we did 15 years ago. But I still feel like having an automated interaction like this really hurts the social game, the social aspect of the game. And I feel like it doesn't belong in vanilla for that reason. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen what this add-on actually does, but essentially you type the dungeon that you're doing, type Deadmines, then you type the title of your group, and then you can even select auto accept, remove your hands from your mouse, and it just starts inviting people. It's exactly like LFG in Retail WoW, and with LFG in Retail WoW being a baseline feature, I mean, I can't help but being skeptical. I think a lot of people are going to be using this add-on. So I just wanted to give my thoughts on that. Obviously, keep the arguments coming. Should it be in the game? Should it not be in the game? I've stated what I think. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. And for the love of God, this whole streamer versus non-streamer thing, it's just got to stop, because I feel like it just alienates the community, it just divides the community in a way that's not good, considering we're in 3 days we're playing a game that's literally all about community. So keep that in mind, folks, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.